You're very welcome back. Now, with midterm break just around the corner, many parents might be considering heading away. But for most, the stress of travelling with children can be overwhelming. And our next guests know all about this as their new online series, Ciara and John's Road Trip Reality, takes a straight look at travelling the country with toddlers in tow.
Couple John Slattery and Ciara Whelan join us now, minus the kids. But first, let's take a look at the madness that they and many of us go through on the road with smallies.
John, they're about to lose it.
Hey, Edie, no, please, no. She just spat all over herself. No.
My favourite thing about Donegal is the relaxation.
Quietness, tranquility, calm.
There are parents all around the country getting the cold sweats looking at that because that has nailed it. Good morning.
It's funny you're seeing it on a big screen.
I love the way he's laughing and I'm trying not to lose my mind.
It's
But
just,
listen, every parent who's put children in a car can relate to that, you know.
What were we
There are
thinking?
no moments of calm. Are there really?
It was great fun. I loved every moment of it. It was hilarious.
yeah, you say that, John, but deep down you're thinking, shut up!
But do you know something? To be fair, like I spend a lot of time at home with the kids, and I think it's easier going away. Being stuck in your own house with your own kids all day, every day, that's not good either.
I think generally, Ciara, just getting out of the house is always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, but doesn't it end up like, whether you're going away for 2 days or 2 weeks, it's like you're moving house, though.
Yeah.
Like packing the car takes a good day.
Except for him. No. So
She does
You
all
don't
the
do
packing,
it.
I just because the problem with her is Ciara is.
What's her?
If I pack stuff, no, that's wrong. No, I don't know. What did you pack that for? What did you pack that? So I've given up at this stage. I've just given up.
And did you pack the thing? And the other
exactly.
thing?
Yeah. And then you can't get
two
blamed
girls.
for it then.
So Bo and
Edie.
And the ages are?
they're 4 and 2.
4 and 2, and of course you've one on the way.
Yeah. 8 weeks to go. That'll be fun.
Right before Christmas, brilliant.
Our viewers will be familiar with you guys on the holiday show, so you're doing something a little bit different now, Ciara.
Yeah, I suppose it was the next kind of chapter. The last series of the holiday show that we did, Bo was with us. We never saw her. So it was myself and John doing a road trip around Ireland with my mum in a car behind us with, like, I think Bo was 9 months or something. That was so hard as well. So this time around we said, listen, if we're going to bring them, they might as well be involved. We might as well just do this properly. So that's how it happened.
And it's kind of continuation from the holiday show. So we travel a lot with the holiday show, and then it's like almost like what are we going to do?
Remember
next?
we used to think
we can't
that
leave
was
the kids. Yeah, that was hard. Yeah, we thought it was hard. What are we going to do next? And it was really like, well, we can't hide the children. You know, we need to kind of have them with us. So we decided to do a series with them.
But there is a specific set of challenges that are there for us as parents when we're going away, because you can't forget the Bobos and the soothers and his blanket and her blanket and his teddy, the buggies. I mean, there is a bigger checklist to go through when we're heading off somewhere.
And you have to think a lot before you go as well, like where you're going to go, what are you going to do. You might make an itinerary, but let's face it, lads, the kids are the ones who are going to decide what you're doing on any given day. So that's a tip
Is
as
there
well.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing with us was because everyone's asked us about the show. Did we have iPads and stuff in the back there? We didn't. And we deliberately, we set out with the kids originally, we never gave them the iPads. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because we do use them in restaurants at the end, but we try to hold it off. So when you're having a meal and you just want 15 minutes to actually eat your dinner rather than crowd control, we basically had them so that they basically entertain themselves in the back. And they're kind of used to it. They don't expect to get an iPad or an iPhone, which is great. Now, if people do that already.
So you hold that back as a last resort almost, John.
You need something. Like,
the only problem is you do get sick of
at the end
playing
the day.
I Spy.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long drive to Donegal playing I Spy.
So let's talk about getting them prepped for a journey, just because obviously viewers this morning might be planning a midterm break, whether it's in Ireland or abroad. Getting them comfy in the car to start with is probably...
Yeah, actually, we've had loads of feedback. You'll notice that the kids in the car are turned around, they're rear-facing. I'm mad into safety, as you would be when your kids are involved, but if you're going to trust anybody to do with safety, it's the Scandinavians, and they rear face all their kids up until about 25 kilos. Our kids are tiny, so they'll probably be 6-ish by the time they're turned around. So make sure they're safe, make sure they're comfortable, and
snacks.
And give yourself a half an hour for Edie to get into her car seat. She likes to do it herself.
Right.
Food, sticker books, nice CD, you know, like all the
Blankets.
stuff you probably do
Yeah.
yourself.
Toys. Yeah.
Lots of toys, lots of snacks, and also then have a kind of an agenda that you know you're going to stop at certain times. You know this
Yeah.
from your own
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
that you stop every hour or 2 hours to get out to go to the loo or
And
whatever
actually,
that may be.
Ireland's getting better with services as well,
Yeah.
which is great. you
Of
know.
course,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not
yeah.
just
But you do
stopping-
need to break the monotony
Yeah.
for them, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
There's one thing as well that we came across because one of our lads isn't a great traveller, just gets car sick.
Car sick, yeah.
Oh, right.
It's hard.
And it's dealing with that. And we only discovered we were away with them in Italy. And he was only about 9 months or 12 months, I think. And he wasn't well in the car at all and was getting sick. And it turns out that he's travel sickness. So it's getting the little travel sickness tablets and breaking them into a spoon. But it's just remembering to do
Just
that.
figuring it out
course,
Because
first,
I've
yeah.
often been 40 minutes down the road going,
Oh no, the
Never be able
tablets.
and it's just as you say, it's that little checklist.
Yeah, of course. And it changes the whole day for them and for the rest of the
it
family,
does,
of course.
Yeah.
What's the next thing we need to think about? Charge the iPads just in case you do
in
need
case.
them.
Yeah.
And it's not
bring the
going
charger
nowhere
with you.
without those
Yeah,
iPads.
I'm holding on to the iPads, I'll be honest with you.
I'm me.
I think they do you a favour when you need
Yeah.
them. Don't tell them about travelling till the night before.
Yes. John is like, we go horse riding in 3 weeks' time. No, why would you? And then I have to listen for 3 weeks about
countdown
going
to
horse
it.
riding.
Yeah.
Are we going horse riding?
And it
No,
feels like
we're
such
not.
a long wait in a child's world,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, no.
And then they get really excited if you do tell them the night before. Actually, don't even tell them the night before. Tell them that morning. You know, tell them when they're in the
They
car.
think they're going to the shops.
Yeah.
Why have I got a suitcase? Because it's very far away.
And I think
Exactly.
Bo is now the eldest one. She absolutely every time you mention we're going somewhere now, she says, "We going on the motorway?"
I don't want to go on the
I
motorway.
hate
I hate the
motorways.
motorway.
Yeah, for some reason, she
Because
just
that
thinks.
just feels like a long journey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
okay.
though it's the shortcut.
I always think this is a good tip, and I've seen lots of people do it on flights. Travelling at night, put them in their PJs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's I was just saying to John, like, Ireland is so small. We're so lucky. We can go like from anywhere to anywhere so quickly in the
Yeah.
space of a few hours. So if you put your kids in their pajamas in the car at 7 p.m., you could be anywhere by midnight. Now you don't really want to be checking into a hotel or yourself
Yeah.
catering at midnight.
Well,
but
sometimes you might have
if
to.
your kids
Yeah.
don't travel well, just do
Yeah.
it. And like they sleep the whole way.
And you can put them
Yeah.
straight into bed then, straight away, so you don't have the whole bedtime thing as well. So, I mean,
Yes.
try to travel, I suppose, on those long journeys when
Or-
there's nap time or
Yeah,
evening
nap
time.
time as well.
And in terms of the online series, is there more planned? Are you going to go abroad or face that?
Well, this
road?
first series is in Ireland, so we're doing
Okay.
Donegal. So it's 5 episodes on Donegal, which was great fun because I'd never really been to Donegal. I'd only been there once before,
Yeah.
and it was
So
it was great.
beautiful, isn't
yeah,
it?
no,
It's
it's
amazing
stunning.
part of the country.
And that's
Really
going to be
stunning.
followed then by a series around Kildare, which is where I'm originally from.
Very
so there's
good.
a lot of stuff there as well. And then the whole idea is then possibly do 1 or 2 more destinations in Ireland, and then we want to bring it international as
Yeah,
well.
as soon as this baby is born,
Yeah.
pop the boob in, get the passport, go. Because
you do.
once they hit
As
6
you
months
do.
and they're crawling, it's game over. Like you just want to go.
I actually found it much easier to travel with baby in my arms
yeah,
than
yeah.
toddlers.
Yeah, no, so like if we could get, I'll probably hang around for the first kind of like 8 weeks
And then
just
off.
go. Yeah, just because it's so easy to travel
Yeah.
with them when they're that small.
Yeah, I think people, you know yourself, I think people have this thing when you think about doing something and you say, oh God, I'm not going to do that because. You can make it into this big thing in your head when you know, with traveling with children, but actually
Yeah.
it's not that bad. I mean, like anything, staying at home, it's a nightmare at times. You know, traveling, it can be a nightmare at times, but when you do it and you get into the habit and you know the system and you have a routine of what the list is you need, you know, you can go anywhere
And
and,
the
do anything you
rewards
want.
are worth it.
and
Absolutely,
the kids
yeah.
get used to it as well. The more you do, you know,
More tolerant they
yeah,
become.
they do. They just they go with the flow. You
It's
know?
great fun,
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, we
Great
wish you
fun.
well.
Listen, the best of luck
Thank
with
you
the
for
new
joining
arrival.
us.
Thank you so much.
New episodes of Ciara and John's series Road Trip Reality air every Friday on YouTube. Just search for Shiny Day TV.